For the first time in our I-Team investigation, Saving Baby Liberty, we're hearing from the judge in charge of her custody case, along with the head of the Guardian Ad Litem program.
It's very important we look at the totality of the circumstances, because the decision that's made, whether adoption occurs or not, it will impact that child for the rest of their life.
Our investigation into how a local child could have been removed from a safe and loving home with one set of relatives and placed into a different home with a documented history of abuse could ultimately further protect an untold number of children in the future.
I-Team investigator Lindsay Gardner is here with what two key decision makers have to say and what's happening next in Baby Liberty's case. Lindsay.
Well, Tom and Mary, all along, we've wanted to know just how much information we uncovered using public records was presented to the key people deciding Baby Liberty's fate. After 8 weeks of digging, I finally had the chance to interview the judge in Liberty's case and the head of the Guardian Ad Litem's office. They were the very agency tasked with protecting Liberty in court.
Thank you. We wish you the best. Congratulations.
Judge David Gooding's name in Jacksonville is synonymous with adoptions, famously cutting down barriers to unite more children in need with families that want them.
I think the work with adoption has been the most significant work I've done because we've changed the future for everybody.
Gooding will ultimately decide the future for Liberty Bell Phillips. Her custody case has been in his court for nearly a year after she was taken from her drug-addicted mother and abusive father. Months ago, we uncovered Judge Gooding signed this new order transferring custody of Liberty to Christopher and Shauna Hornback. Chris is Liberty's paternal uncle. And on the very day Judge Gooding granted the Hornbacks custody, Christopher had an outstanding active warrant for his arrest in Duval County tied to domestic violence on his wife, Shauna. She previously told police Chris had a history of domestic violence and was increasingly violent with her. What's more, the I-Team also found Chris Hornback was also accused of threatening an ex-girlfriend while armed with a razor. And we found Liberty's abusive biological father, Bradley Hornback, a convicted felon, had access to Liberty after she was moved to his brother's family. Despite Liberty's court-appointed protector, the Guardian Ad Litem, finding Bradley Hornback posed great mental, physical, and emotional harm to Liberty. Confidentiality rules prohibit Judge Gooding from speaking to me about Liberty's case specifically, but he could answer broader child custody questions. How important is it for you to place children in good, healthy homes?
That's the #1 responsibility of our entire system. Of course, we rely on the evidence that's presented in court, and I do the best I can to follow the law.
We still don't know if any of the public information the I-Team uncovered on the Hornbacks was ever presented to Judge Gooding, but our sources say it was not. And that is something State Senator Aaron Bean tells me must change.
And I think your story on Baby Liberty has shed light on judges are only as good as the information presented. So let's give our judges the maximum information.
It is a change the head of Florida's Guardian Ad Litem program, Alan Abramowitz, says he's also in favor of.
It's very important we look at the totality of the circumstances, because the decision that's made, whether adoption occurs or not, it will impact that child for the rest of their life.
Under the law, Abramowitz is also unable to speak specifically about Liberty's case, but he could talk about the process generally.
I would say that the first placement is very important, because once you get that bonding, it sometimes becomes difficult.
That's the puzzling thing about Liberty's case. Liberty was first placed with her maternal aunt and uncle, Ginger and Keenan Phillips. She lived there for 10 months, and Liberty's Guardian Ad Litem recommended the couple be allowed to adopt her, as they had a loving and parental-like relationship, and Liberty was thriving in their care. The day after she was taken away, Liberty screamed and her Aunt Ginger collapsed. They have not stopped fighting to get Liberty back. Their fight led them to the I-Team, and what we uncovered is, under current law, only felony convictions disqualify people from adopting in Florida, not misdemeanors. Although Chris Hornback has been arrested at one point on a felony charge. It was later reduced to a misdemeanor, something Abramowitz would also like to see change to help all of Florida's children.
So it shouldn't just be what you may or may not have been convicted of, but it should be the facts associated with it, because the facts are what happened.
And those facts would include the original police reports that have the narratives that have all of the information leading up to the arrest and before a conviction. Now, in the story, Liberty's biological mother, Davida Phillips, told me originally that she only agreed to place her daughter with Bradley's brother and sister-in-law because Bradley threatened her and she was in fear of her life. So because of that, Judge Gooding has agreed to re-examine this case, and we learned today there is a new hearing scheduled for tomorrow. Bradley Hornback is also back in jail tonight and will stay there through the new year.